Okay, we just uncovered our gear here, and we're at room temperature now, and we're just giving it a glance, and it looks pretty good. We have a little bit of flux right there, it's like glass almost. Alright, most of that will chip off of there. Alright, and nut feels pretty good, so we didn't expand and contract to where that's loosened up. This feels solid on here. Alright, let's go ahead and where's our chuck wrench? There it is. Alright, we're gonna pull our gear off. And here's a good look at it. Let's see. Alright. Nice overhanging on here. You stare at it through there, you can see the fatness on each of those areas right there. Straight on, you can see the height that it is right here. Let's see, does this give you a better perspective? Sometimes I like flexible scales because they kind of give you the idea. Okay, you can see the light over the well, under the scale and over the teeth. Kind of shows you how much buildup is on there. But it's better to be looking at it than looking for it. Alright, we're getting ready. We're going to bring our center back in here, and we're gonna clean this off a little bit. We got some aluminum in here from facing off the cooler job here, and I want to change my compound. I'm going to come in here and give this a skim here because it's probably running out some. Very low, but it is. Alright, we've got our angle set here. We've got our center tightened up in the chuck. No feed or anything else. We're just going to go ahead and let's go with this feed here. Okay, we're happy with that. Alright, we got our center here. We brought in the tailstock here. I believe this is going to be a good position here. And we'll let that be loose a little bit for... We're going to go ahead and put our aluminum shim in here, just so we're not digging into our turn diameter there. Keep it nice. Alright. Alright, now we tighten down. I like that pressure. Okay, that's a little bit fast. I mean, we don't need to spin it that fast. We're gonna probably something like that. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to come in probably with a D&MP or right and a left hand and turn the diameter. All we need to do is go ahead and create something that's real close to our faces and our diameter, and something that we can massage the rest of it into the shape without removing anything from our other surfaces. We want to try not to remove any other material off the sides or the original teeth here. We just want to tune the brass or the buildup down to the diameter of original. Alright, first let's go ahead and we're going to go for our outside diameter straight across. I think that'll probably be the best to start with, or at least that's the one I'm going to prefer to start with. Okay, we're turning that, pull all of our play out of our carriage. Alright, now we just crank it in until we're just start touching. There we go there. Now you can actually, with it, of course you're on that side, but you're going to get my drift. I'm going to go ahead and take and scale from the top of the teeth out to my bit right there, and just by eyeball I'm every bit a good of 100,000ths inside there. So I set 0 on my dial here. I'm just going to take 25 here, just to get the feel of how we're cutting and everything. We'll give it a little bit of feed. This is fine feed. It's not our average coarse feed. All right, we got it. We're putting our hand on here so we can feel the vibration of the impact and how it's affecting it. Also, while we're at it, we're kind of staring down here and we're looking at things that are running true. The arbor still runs true in here. The gear looks like it's running true compared to the rest. When we get down there close to the diameter, we'll really be able to see how close she's actually running. You can see over here is where it was making that, when it picked up this one and that one, that's where it was making that little bit different sound. But we're touching there, and there. So, and that was from the very, we did have that mounted up quite a bit more of an area. Another 25, and we'll bring you around to this other side. It's actually looking pretty solid in here, and these are still hitting the surfaces there. Okay, here we go. We're going to take 20,000ths here. We have about 40 still sticking out of the one side here. This would be about half of it. Okay, we're just going to reach over the top here. We're going to grab a tooth on the bottom side here and kind of hold it. Okay, about 19 or 20 thousandths to go. Looking pretty good. Couple little porosities there. This one looks real solid right there. Now I'm starting to check it in two different places. I got like 8 and 8/10 to 9 over 5 inches here. So I'm gonna take 5. Four thousandths, about 3 3/4 or so. I'm just measuring right across the blank area right here, and we're right at 5. So this is like 4 over. I'm gonna take 3. Maybe just a skosh less than 3. Barely casting a shadow. Okay, when I said barely casting a shadow, meaning just like it's lightly touching, and you can see it's touching here, it comes over, it actually hits the top of this one here, then it comes over here, hits that one, not all the way around, and then it does touch that one there, but not that one there, and lightly touching that one, maybe the flux across the top of that one there. Alright, so I think we're on diameter. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to skim down this side over here. I'm going to slightly angle my insert that way. And I'm changing my feed because we feed a percentage of what we do on longitudinal on the cross slide. I'm just feeding it in by hand for the first time here, just to get the feel of it. Okay, it's about probably 50 thousandths. Probably 50 thousandths. I'm going to go ahead and right now I'm going to set 0, and then I'm going to come in and I want to touch that diameter or that flat there. Okay, I'm touching it. 60 thousandths. Okay. Okay, so we're coming back out to our 0 right there. Alright, we're going to take 25 and then let it feed in by the machine. eyeballing in there as it's cutting, I can see that we're still well, right now we're 30 away from there. And here's another. There's 20 thousandths. This should leave 10 thousandths left to clean up on that face. Actually skimming flux that dripped down the side right there. See, that's a chunk of flux there, a couple pieces on down there. Okay, come back in here and lightly touch here. Okay, let's just see how much we got. So I'm holding against this machine surface and kind of holding it over here. Alright, so I got 8 thousandths from that surface down to in this hollow area right here. Okay, there's 5 of it. Want to sneak up on it unless we accidentally hit it or jump into it a little bit. We're barely rubbing it. On our dial, we measured 8, but that's cool. They're still hollow over there. Probably a hammer ding or something. There's a little bit of a light spot there. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and switch to a right hand bit and come in and work on this back side here. Before, I'm just kind of feeding it in by hand. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to feed it out about 20 thousandths because I can still see down the side here. I know I'm in a safe zone. Alright, now we're going to let it feed in. And it'll be the same as the other side there. We're just going to sneak in on it a little at a time. Okay, I set my travel dial at 0, and I'm just going to come in and then I'm going to go over and touch the side there, and it's like 60,000, or it's actually 40 because we go backwards. Okay, so we only got about 40 thousandths on here, so I'm going to take 20 of it. And we can do the same thing, coming here and checking in between. We actually, it's like 20, 21. Okay, we'll take 15. There again, there's a little bit of flux down on the inside, down underneath the braze area there. Alright, now we can also check this another way. And one is measuring the width across our bronze, which is 696 and a half, and then we can measure the virgin gear here, and we're like at 690, 687, 688, 693. So 4 or 5 thousand should start bringing that right on down. And 4 thousandths I got on the depth.